here this morning talking about heat and the deadly effects it can have on your car, especially your tires. Did you know that there's new reports that underinflated tires can actually cause around 100 deaths every single year? That's why Howard Fleischman from Community Tire is joining us this morning to talk a little bit about safety issues, especially in these hot summer months, because it's dangerous.
Absolutely, and we're getting ready for Memorial Day, and people are going to jump in their cars, jump in their trucks, hook up their trailer, and head to the lake.
Without checking it.
Without checking anything, and they need to check some things.
All right, let's start off with some tips that people can take care of themselves or get someone to help them with.
You betcha. Well, first of all, you only have two natural enemies of your vehicle or your tires.
Okay.
And that's heat and neglect.
Okay.
So when you're getting ready to take a trip, just pay a little attention. Check your fluids. Make sure your fluids are good. I set the antifreeze out here. That's one of the first things in Arizona. You got to make that car run cool. Okay. Make sure when you pack for that trip, you got some water with you, you're taking your cell phone, you got a family that knows where you're going to be, so on and so forth. And then the big thing is check your tires.
Okay.
I brought this tire because it tells you a story. You know, you've heard the story about if you can see the top of the head,
then it's okay.
Then if you can't see the top of the head, it's okay.
Okay.
If you can, do it like this, it'd be too much. But obviously, you look at this tire.
The tread is worn out. This looks good, though.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what's wrong with it?
This came off my trailer, and I'm very embarrassed to say this. This tire, this is the DOT number.
Okay.
So I checked to see when it was made. It was made in the 15th week of the third year.
2003.
2003.
Okay.
This tire's about 10 years old. Should not go on the floor.
Really? Even though it looks this good?
Yep.
I mean, the tread looks fine. It looks like it has no problems.
Absolutely. But when you're dealing with trailers, they usually sit outside. The tire rots. You don't want to take a chance. I won't run that tire.
Okay, so look at the expiration date. I mean, there is an expiration date to that sense. Okay.
Absolutely. So when you do, this is the kind of stuff that happens.
And unfortunately, Howard, we see these all over our freeways and our streets. It's awful.
Yeah, and the attorneys would like you to believe that that's because the tire was made wrong. But really, it's because the tire has been underinflated, overloaded, and is suffering from neglect.
Okay, let's talk about being underinflated. You talk about that. How do you know what is the proper inflation on your car, on your tires?
Several ways to find out. On the door placard, I don't know if you can get this.
Byron is a magic behind the camera. He can get anything.
There's a door placard on almost every vehicle. If it's not here, it'll be in the glove box.
Okay.
Or you can go to your owner's manual. That tells you the tire pressure should be running cold.
Oh, okay.
In other words, you need to check them
when
cold.
When it's after sitting, it's just been sitting
You
there.
don't want to drive it an hour and then check the tire pressure because it's going to be up. Air expands, okay? On this tire, you'll see a tire pressure, and a lot of people go to this, and overinflation is as dangerous as underinflation. The number on the tire is only for that tire. It has nothing to do with the vehicle, and what it's saying is you can inflate this tire to this point before it comes apart.
But it doesn't mean it's right for your vehicle.
Has nothing to do with your car.
And how many times do we change tires, right? Very common. Okay, that's good to know.
So prepare. We got a weekend coming up, and watch for these alligators on the road.
Yeah, they can do damage when they're in the middle of the road too, not just coming off, right?
Look at this. This is all steel cord.
Where did you just pick these off the roadways?
Picked them up off the roadway coming in this morning.
Oh my gosh.
And saw two boat trailers sitting on the side of the road on the way to Pleasant. So it's happening.
It's absolutely.
Asphalt to get to 170 degrees when it's 110 degrees outside.
I don't even want to think about it. Howard, we always appreciate your tips. Great tips on keeping our families safe for this summer. We sure appreciate it. Community Tires, several locations all around the valley. We have all the information on azfamily.com.
Thank you.
You like doing this segment better with me than Ryan, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's
but don't
what I
tell
thought.
Ryan.
We won't.